Guys, what is up? theAFROtoto here, and today we're going to be doing another random vlog. Today's one is a little bit of a special one actually. We're doing the YTtalk Greatest YouTube Forum Tag, and it's basically just going to be a series of 10 questions. It's all for the YT forum, well, the YTtalk forum should I say, and yeah. You may have noticed I'm being a little louder today. It's bright and early, everyone is out of the house, and I can be as loud as I fucking want to be. I'm going to put the games on in a minute. I'm going to put the games on in a minute. Well, roughly 10 shall we say. Once I'm finished with this, we'll put it on upload, and I'm going to just get straight to recording new games, because I've finally got me full subscription and everything onto the XSplit recorder, so I can start throwing it out in HD, I hope. Providing I can figure all that nonsense out, because I'm still a massive noob. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on with these questions, shall we? So question number 1. What made you start a YouTube channel? I'm not gonna lie, it's a half and half split. On the one hand, there's the fact that I play a ridiculous amount of games. I mean, I'm constantly gaming, never ending, and when I'm not gaming, all I'm doing is thinking about gaming. That and anime, and my girlfriend's butt, but that's a non-mutable point, so we'll ignore that. But yeah, like I said, half of it is the fact that I'm always gaming, so I thought, well, I may as well start recording what I'm gaming, since I've got the PC up and running again. I can see what people think about how I play, what I'm playing, all that sort of nonsense. I mean, I like the interaction between it. I like to know what other people are playing. I like other people to see what I'm playing and how I'm doing it. It's all part of the community spirit. Then the other half of it is the obvious fact that I'd love to be able to one day sit down and be like, right, I don't need a normal job. I make enough to make my living off of playing the games I love so much. I mean, money is obviously half of it. Same for most people. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I would love some money out of all of this, but at the end of the day, I'm really not fussed about that at all. It's just like I like to game, and I like to record my gaming. So yeah, that's question 1 for you. Question number 2. What kind of videos do you make or enjoy making? This one's a bit of a simple one, really. I'm a YouTube gamer. I like to game. As I've said like 1,000 times already, game. But however, I find myself doing these sort of random little vlogs or vlogs. I don't even know what you call it properly. I'm that out of touch with this idea, this whole thing, this thing. But yeah, I don't feel massively comfortable doing it. It's not my thing. I mean, right now I'm sat here in my house completely alone. It is silent except for me rambling on rather loudly. I mean, my neighbours next door can probably hear me on both sides and from the back garden way. But yeah, it's a simple case of I love to make gaming videos. I'm terrible at the editing side of it, but it's all part of the learning curve, and I love learning new things. Question 3. What made you join YTtalk? Well, YTtalk.com. This was a simple no-brainer. I wanted to meet other people who are playing the same games as me, who are enjoying the same sort of things as me. I wanted to know other people's opinions, and there's only so far you can do that with your own recordings. It's a lot easier if I can just speak to other YouTubers of different types. I mean, I've spoke to vloggers, I've spoke to comedy people, I've spoke to gamers, I've spoke to multiple different types of gamer. It's unbelievable. I mean, I've even spoke to people who refuse to record stuff, but they will live stream all day long. For days. Question 4. Name 2 things you learned on YTtalk. Right, first one would be, it's to do with the rendering settings and things like that for uploads. It turns out I was uploading in the wrong thing, and I completely and utterly ignored the idea of cropping those ridiculous black chunks at the side of my videos until someone brought it up and said, right, this is how you do it, and they actually told me how to do it all on Premiere Pro, which was unbelievably handy. I mean, I had no idea what I was doing before, basically. Trying to think, what else have I learnt? Wow, I don't learn a lot. I'm really terrible at this whole summarising nonsense, really. But well, I've definitely learnt how to socialise with people a little better, because I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit of a miserable bar steward at times, and I'm terrible at socialising. I mean, I'd rather just get in a game, have people jump in and join me, but now I've got used to this whole talking to people online thing again, which I totally got out of whack with, but I'm liking it. There are some really cool people on YTtalk, really cool people, even the admins, like, what's the guy's name, Michael? That guy's awesome. Like, his videos are really instructional and really handy, and have shown me quite a few things as well, so that's something else I've learned on top. That's free. Boom. Everything that guy has done in all of his videos has been helpful to me, and to everyone else, as I guarantee. Question 5. Have you made many friends whilst using YTtalk? I wouldn't say I've made, like, friends who, like, I talk to all the time or are, like, super close with or anything, but I've spoke to quite a few people now. There's a couple of people I'm in the process of working through some collaborations with for different games. Yeah, there's a couple of guys who I want to shout out later on during the shout out part, and yeah, they're awesome. Like, they are pretty awesome. Wow, nearly choked on nothing. Just their sheer awesomeness nearly choked me to death. Question 6. If you could collaborate with 2 people from YTtalk, who would it be? That is the question. Because there's a few different people, as I've said, that I'm planning on making plans for collaborations with. But there's one guy who I can think of who I would actually love to do some kind of collaboration with. I don't even care what type of video it is, it's just this guy is a legend, and that is Synth. I'm going to throw a link down to him in the bottom section anyway, like, so you can all check out his channel too. The guy's funny as, like, I mean, I recommend getting YTtalk just to talk to him alone, like, I mean, I don't think anyone else gave me as warm a welcome as that guy. It's just instant bromance. Guy love, that's all it is. Guy love, he's mine, I'm his. There's nothing gay about it in our eyes. Question 7. Oh, what is question? I can't even read. Jesus Christ, I've lost my eyes. What editing software do you use? I'm currently using a mixture of software. I mean, I'm using that AVI Demux. I've got a trial for Sony Vegas which I've been working on and learning how to use, so that I can hopefully get that eventually one day when I can afford it. Ugh, because I don't really trust this whole cracked versions. They're all a little dodgy. But the one I've been using instead of that mostly is Premiere Pro, which I really like. It's got pretty much everything I need on there, and it even does a few extra things, but I'm not entirely happy with the effects and transactions and stuff, which is why I don't really use them. I find they just seem to screw my videos up completely during the rendering part. Like, it puts everything out of whack, and I don't know. I've just not worked it out yet, really, but I'll get there. It's all good. One last message. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to both me, Simp, and the Powerful Red Hat. And yeah, drop us a message sometime. Bring up the convo, people. Get chatting.